Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. I am back with another general reading today. So, if you do resonate today, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and also leave a comment if you feel like it. We're just going to get straight into it and see what's going to come out. And yeah, I hope you've had a good day yesterday, a good weekend. If not, I send you some love. Okay, so the sense that we're getting today for the first card coming out is the Chariot, and it's upside down. So this one is really just giving me like a loss, like at the last minute, or some sort of confusion, a lot of negativity in this card. Almost being defeated. Like it's a sense of like feeling defeated. So we have the Chariot upside down. Okay. So we have the world upside, a lot of upside down cards coming out. We got four upside down and then one upright. So we have the world upside down, which is giving me imperfection, like the sense of like maybe being annoyed at like some sort of missed opportunity. That's kind of what I'm getting from this one. I feel like there's a missed opportunity, but like also having some sort of reaction to it, being very annoyed, um, like not being fulfilled. So I feel like that's kind of the sense that's coming out there. And we have the Six of Wands upside down, and this one is giving me delay, some sort of doubt. You feel ignored. Uh, it's interesting. I feel like this is uh, giving a form of like apprehension in your energy. So I feel like there's a lot of just self doubting going on at the moment. Um, the next one is the King of Swords, and this one is giving manipulation and malicious and plotting, severe. Severe. I've never really had this before. These cards wanted to come out. They're literally falling out. So this one is really giving me a sense of not actually thinking things through. Maybe just like yeah, it's interesting. There's like the words that are coming through are like severe plotting, harsh manipulation. So it's like a sense of like I feel like this is another energy coming in. And the next cup. Our next card is the Knight of Cups, which is really giving me romantic, vain, a poetic kind of thing, but like there's someone coming in. So, in a sense of like what I'm getting from this is that there is someone coming in and they're like, being very malicious and plotting and harsh, or like, like they're trying to create this manipulation, and then they're going to come in and they're going to be romantic and be like sensitive and poetic, and but they're going to be very vain and moody. Like it's going to be interesting. This is the what I'm feeling. We have the 10 of coins upside down, and this one gives us problems, insecurity, failure, like instability. It's very interesting. So like there is someone coming in, which I'm getting that is some sort of connection. It seems like it could be like a karmic or some sort of connection that you may have broken away from recently. Yeah, so we have the Seven of Swords that's come out as well. And what's this next one? The Ace of Wands. So we're getting there. So we kind of go from like, being a little bit of like being kind of like insecure and like slothfulness. Like kind of like lazy. I don't like saying lazy, but like it's just like this feeling where like you're unmotivated. And I feel like this sense of dishonesty coming from like other people in your life with the Seven of Swords, which I would say it's this other person that's coming in. It's really feeling like a betrayal, like you feel betrayed, you feel like you've been tricked, and I feel like that creates a low self-esteem, which can create that cycle, like this a lot of like bad thoughts or like bad feelings. And I feel like the sense of like it has affected the situation like this. What I'm getting from this is that there's been a situation, and I think you've moved away from it, and I think it has created a situation, but you've also found out some truth within that, and I think you've realized that you've been tricked and you've been lied to through all of this stuff. So it really brings on like this kind of negative feeling in you. I feel like you've been surrounded by negativity, like it's just been heavy, like pressing all over you, the energy, and that's kind of what it feels like right now for me. But the next card up after this, like Seven of Swords here, is really giving the Ace of Wands, and this one is really giving me like energy, inspiration, like strength and gain. So I really feel like this one is asking you, like ultimately, I feel like it's asking you to take action on your ideas, like focus on the other things, things that are going to like bring you your fulfillment and outside of like a relationship here, or outside of this kind of romantic relationship that seems to be like more of a karmic. Like that's really what I'm getting from this. Let's get some more cards going. Is there any more? Do we need some more? Or do we go to another deck? All right. So, okay. So, yeah, this one is really giving me a sense of like you're being manifested back into this person's life. With the Seven of Cups upside down, it's really giving me like a sense of like, like I feel like this person is trying to do that, but like you have like a desire, lust, like I feel like there's a temptation there, right? Like it's really, it's really kind of like a heavy feeling that I'm getting. I'm getting that like there's going to be like some sort of distraction, and it's gonna like create the situation where like maybe it's gonna trick you into going back into the situation. It's gonna look like it's gonna be good, like like I really feel like this is a karmic situation, and it's going to try to go back into the cycle again to repeat itself. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and this one is giving meanness, lack of meaning behind your actions, uninspired. I really feel like this feeling is going to persist of like like the disarray kind of feelings of like this situation. I feel like if you go back into it, it's going to just really create unfocused vibes, and you're going to be very uninspired. And then we have the Ten of Cups upside down too, so like wow. um Ten of Cups upside down is really giving me like arguments, disunity, dissipation, like things separating. So I really feel like the sense of like these things happening, it's very interesting. There's a lot of trickery, a lot of deception going on, a lot of negativity going on in the situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clarify some stuff. So let's move on to my Prophet tarot cards, and let's clarify the like the only card that's right way up. Well, there's three cards that are right way up. So let's do the first one. Let's do the Knight of Cups. Romantic, like, can you give us a sense of like who this person is, or like what connection they are? Oh wow. I feel like this one is really giving the sense of the Ace of Swords, and then the Ten of Swords. So I don't know why like I'm giggling about it, but it's just like that's intense. It really gives me the sense of being very strengthful. Like I think you're very strong, but I feel like this person brings the pain, like they like try to take away that strength from you. But I feel like there is a breaking free of these painful things for you with the World and the Queen of Cups and the Sun. I really feel like the sense of this romantic vibe, I really feel like you're going to realize that this romantic situation you're in is a repeated cycle karmic. Like I really feel like this is what it's showing me. Like it's literally the first card and then the last card in that cycle. So I feel like it's a repeated cycle. And then the World card is giving me you're stuck in a bubble, which is also giving me a repeated cycle. It also gives me like you have so much more opportunity outside of this bubble waiting for you. You know, I feel like that's kind of like what I'm getting from that. And the Queen of Cups here is really just giving me compassion, control, comfort, empathy. just like really good feelings. And I feel like this is the place that you actually want to be. And I think when you realize, or when you break out of this cycle, you are going to be placed into this Queen of Cups energy, and then obviously the sun comes rolling in, and you end up being very happy, and you have all your desires, and it's just like you feeling very fulfilled and happy, just like joy, or all of those things. I think that's really beautiful. Obviously, because this reading doesn't seem to be that happy, but with everything, I feel like there's always a happy ending. And when it comes to our destiny, we are the creators of it. I'm really getting that from this one. It's like really up to you to create this new beginning. I did try to do a reading just before this, and I stopped because I like started stuttering and stuff. But it would have been the same general gist as this because I was going for the same thing. And it was like the death card came out, and I was just like, this is a rejuvenation, new beginnings. Like a lot of good things coming. I want to just move on to some other cards now. So let's get the Silver Witchcraft out today, and let's just get like a little story of like what is going to come after the situation, because I'd like to know. I see like everything is like meant to happen, and when something isn't meant to happen, it really just things start happening where the universe pulls you back into alignment. So with these cards, I really would like to get a sense of the deception and trickery, just to be more open about like what is going on, so maybe it can be more clear of what's going on for you. This one wanted to come out, so let's grab that. We're the Queen of Chalices. Instantly get an energy of I instantly get an energy of like this person is in connection with like another person, and I think this other person is creating, they like almost like create this situation for them, where they become like disillusioned and stuff. Don't mind the car noise. I'm just going to carry on. The Page of Swords is really giving a sense of kind of like what I'm getting from all of this is that the Queen of Chalices is a sense of another energy. And I feel like this other energy is creating the disillusionment for this person. And I think this karmic process that I'm feeling is all three parties are karmic parties. And I feel like with your side, by getting away, it basically allows this other person as well to figure out their thing. So it's like a third party situation, but it's really destructive. This one here is really giving me that sense of kind of like the strength and like the knowledge that this person has, and I feel like this other person, this third party person, knows a lot of stuff about magic, or like things that they can do to create problems energetically in someone's life. That's so interesting that I'm feeling that today. Oh, we got a lot of cards coming out now. This person is a person that they would like very much hang out with, and like they're best friends with this person. They would maybe drink with them, or socialize. I think of drinking because that's what everyone does when they socialize. In my country, not everyone, but a lot of people. The Knight of Wands is coming out, and this one's really giving me that truth, that freedom. I feel like you are starting to see. The Knight of Wands is really showing me that you are starting to understand that, like, you have a journey in front of you, and this is not part of it. It's very interesting. I feel like it might be really telling. The Knight of Pentacles here is really giving me that sense of you being like, you coming into it, healing. Yeah, so it's very interesting here. We got the Magician. So I was kind of looking like what's going to happen after. So like the sense of like this Queen of Chalices, Page of Swords, and Page of Chalices, it's really just giving me a sense of like that third party is like essentially there, and they're like trying to cause this problem. So much as they're trying to do that, I think you see the truth. You are starting to work on yourself immensely, and your ideas. and your future. And then with the Eight of Pentacles here, we have you basically. I think you're about to like cut off one of these lights. You know, like you're gonna like cut the cords. So it's really interesting. I feel like you're gonna get to this place where you're gonna cut the cord completely, like cut cords, um, cord cutting ritual. And then with the Three of Wands, I feel like after this sense of like cutting that connection, you have the Three of Wands coming in, which gives me direction and like focus on moving forward and looking somewhere else. Like really wanting to develop a new cup, a new lantern there, and you need to replace it. So we come into this like manifestation period, which is the Magician, and you are going to be very powerful. You're going to be very creative, and you are going to be the creator of your own destiny. Like I said that earlier in the reading, I don't even question myself anymore when I say stuff, and then it comes up. It's like actually kind of cool. We have the Devil card, so obviously this is going to come out because with the Magician here, we have some repressed emotions, self-reflection to do. So as much as you want to move this forward super quickly, I feel like this Devil card needs to be focused on, because after the Magician here, it's really bringing a sense of um, stagnation through the manifestation process to go through to the next step. Um, so I'll just say that. And so, yeah, it's definitely releasing the pain, So there needs to be some grief, loss, pain released. And that's what I'm really getting from that. And then we move on to the Ace of Pentacles, which came up. Did it come up before? I thought it came up before. No, it's Ace of Wands. Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I just really feel like it does move on to like a good thing. You're going to become very much in a good energy again. You're going to move forward. With the sense of like these three cards at the beginning, that the feeling that I was getting from those, I am going to clarify one more time. Okay, just once more. And I just want to clarify these three cards, because obviously I was feeling like there is that kind of sense of some sort of third party. So we have like the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Bound. Okay, yeah. So what I'm getting from this is the Queen of Cups is very much that energy, right? The Queen of Chalices is right there. It's the same card. It's literally the same card. This one is more compassionate, and empathetic. This one up here really just gives me the sense of like the opposite, but not the opposite. It's more like there's an energy and it doesn't want you to move forward. It appears to be something, but it's not. And with all the trickery cards and all that kind of stuff, that's really what I'm getting from this. So the Eight of Cups is really giving me this sense of walking away. But it's also like it feels like this person's like walking away from the cups that they currently have to like go do something, to go and attend to something, and they're going to be back, and the attending to is to bind something. So I feel like this is really, really kind of scary for me, because I've never had this come out, never felt this, never thought these things ever. So the Eight of Swords really gives a sense of being bound, being trapped, being really just not being able to move forward. So this energy is going to try to stagnate you. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Very interesting that the Four of Wands and the Two of Wands came out. So that's like 11, 11, 11. So this travel one, I feel like you're going to want to move. You're going to want to find a new connection, like, but at the same time, this here is really giving me a sense of that this person's really connected into this person that you are connected into. And as much as this gives me twin flame, I feel like this is really, really just like a dark kind of situation where it's very karmic, very, very karmic. The travel really gives me a sense of like you wanting to, like move away, get away from this. And the Four of Wands really does give me the sense of like wanting to find a new connection. At the same time, it's because this connection of yours that you are currently in has been kind of like broken. And I think it might almost just be like fully broken. Do you know what I mean? Like when things happen so much that that it gets to a point where like you just can't anymore. So it's really just interesting. This whole reading's so interesting to me, and I'm so gobsmacked right now. I don't really know what to actually personally say um, outside of the cards. Let's move on to a daily affirmation, and let's just get on with this, and then move on to some oracle cards for the rest of the video. If you are resonating, let me know and leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Okay, our affirmation today is, I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. Profound. So profound. Let's do a couple of these. Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. Let's do one more. Or two. Okay. Today, I concisely choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. And I let the universe catch up with my dreams. So I feel like that, like, it's really profound. Like, this reading, whoever this is for, super profound. And I hope you get some messages and you get something from this. That's my ultimate goal here, doing this. Whether it's for one person or all the people. I really hope I can just help in some way. Okay. Well, I'm going to do some light messages from the Hidden Languages of Light Oracle. And then we'll move on to some of my bigger Oracle cards. Okay. Whispers. Whispers. That's interesting. Whispering. We have enlightenment and we have soul journey. So yes, this is part of your soul journey. You are being enlightened right now, and I feel like there are whispers of truth and there are whispers coming through. You know, like I feel like that's the metaphor for like you waking up. I don't really say waking up, but like, you know what I mean? Like being more conscious. Whispers of the consciousness growing and being like, oh wait, I never noticed that before. I feel like those things are starting to happen, at least. There are whispers of truth, which leads to enlightenment, and this is your soul journey. It's meant to be. Whispers, enlightenment, and the soul journey. Alright, now that we have those, let us move on to the Vikings. Because honestly, I've been staring at them the whole time, and I feel like they wanted to come out and say something today. So let's do that. Hey Vikings, what do you want to say? Thank you. Okay, we have Teowas, Skadi, and Nathiz. Okay, number 17 is Teowas, so let's go to that one first. Have faith. All your hard work and sacrifice will pay off. Self-sacrifice is necessary to achieve your goals. You will have success in legal matters. Create something new, and it will grow into something powerful. Focus your will strongly with clarity. You have success in legal matters. That's really interesting here, because I feel like this reading, obviously maybe it's something I've never experienced in my life when it comes to a relationship. This feels like it's a really like karmic relationship, but it's so tied together that it's so hard to leave from, that it may even involve that. Like I was feeling those feelings before, like there's so much going on, you know, there's literal lying, deception, and trickery. Like there's straight up, Yeah, things that I've personally never experienced that in a relationship. This feels like a couple that's married, or even, you know what I mean? Like it really feels like that. It says, I step forward knowing that it is not all about what is for me, but what is right. For all my will, I focus. And what is new will flourish. My actions are louder than words. I am Tiwaz. So this card is ruled by the god Tyr, if you wanted to know. The next one is 34. It's Skadi. I can kind of feel it, though. I can feel it. I feel it today. I feel like I need a hug. That's what it makes me feel. It says, know yourself. It is the most important of life's work. This is the soul journey. Express your independence. Let authenticity be your guide. Compromise is part of every relationship, but when compromise pushes you to become someone you're not, a change should be made. There is an easier way to do things. Speak plainly. Here is the poem for you. The horizon brings me joy. There is so much to discover. Unfettered by what is not mine, I speak my truth, and I am heard and heeded. I sing along with my wolves. In harmony, I am myself. I am Skadi. Okay. And then last one here is number 10, which is Narthas. Break free of obsessions. A new love will come into your life. You need less than you think. Be wise about separating needs from wants. Moderation is the key. Here's the poem for you. Love, but not too much. Burn, but do not burn yourself. Attract, but not so you cannot be free. Desire, but without obsession. I am Nalthas. Now this. Yeah. It's one of the runes of the Outer Futark, and it concerns itself with nature, the nature of desire, and explores needs. So, what I'm getting from this is just like a really sense of like being almost just in a really bad place. And I feel like there is some thoughts that are just not needed, or not, maybe not even wanted at this point. Oh, sorry about that. I thought my recording stopped. I had such a moment there. So yeah, it's just, like it's giving me this like sense of just like being kind of like in a place where you need some insights. I really feel like this is for someone, and if it's for you, I really hope that you get something from it, because obviously, like I'm just starting to get the gist of like what's kind of going on, and I'm not going to say too much. Obviously, I feel a lot of things and I think a lot of things, and I just try to the main ones, like the main messages that are there, not all the like fluff behind it, because the fluff behind it is me thinking about stuff. So, I want to move on to one more set of cards before we finish, and let's just do actually like two more. Let's do one or Amazonian Angel Oracle, and let's do some butterflies, some fairies, some butterflies. I'm all flustered. This reading's made me feel flustered. I feel like this could be the feeling of this stuff. Like it just makes me feel very unbalanced. You know, the first card that has come out here is Find Balance. So I'm very much getting that from this. It just says find balance between work, rest, playtime, and you'll have more energy. Harmony and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. We have Wish Wisely is the next one. And it says use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. I was just so edgy today in this reading. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. I would say that if you're northern hemisphere, then if it is autumn, then spring into action. Autumn into action. Because obviously I'm in the southern hemisphere and it always correlates with that. And it is currently spring. So it is spring right now. But it's not approaching, so we're already in spring. And we have protect your dreams. It says you are the guardian of your precious dreams. If they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. All right. Now for the last card, I'm going to do the Amazonian Oracle. We're just going to do one. And let's see if we can get something that is going to obviously like relate with this reading. Let's give us some messages that are going to help and be really profound to just kind of like help out to make this reading mesh and like be cohesive. Exactly. Thank you. And dust on my book. Okay, we got Florpes, Diva of the Plant Mysteries. Today. And that means it is number 14, and we will go. What is that? So weird. So itchy. Stop being itchy, please. 12, 13, and 14. Here we go. All right. Plan, plant, planet. Terence McKenna. Florpes embodies the hidden mysteries of the plant kingdom. She is a diva. This is Sanskrit term meaning shining one, and she is the personification of the natural forces that underlie the natural world. She is a supernatural being that takes corporal anthropomorphic from the beautiful anthropomorphic form as a beautiful woman. In this card, she is standing in a sacred grove of Florpondio plants with their distinctive trumpet-shaped flowers. Datura. I don't know if that's actually it, but they look like that. Funny. This plant has many names. It is locally known as toe or tompende in our culture, known as angel's trumpet. It's exactly that. Okay. Toe is the important psychotropic plant in the Amazon that is sometimes combined with ayahuasca to intensify visions. Pablo Maringo said that with Toe, you could learn what a person is thinking, and it can enable you to see spirit beings as they are in natural form. Shamans use Toe to help them delve into profound mysteries. How else can we explain that out of over 80,000 known plant species in the Amazon rainforest, they discovered thousands of years ago how to combine just two particular plants, the ayahuasca vine and chacruna, to produce one of the most potent ethogenic medicines. This brew utilizes an advanced biochemical principle called the monoxamine oxidase inhibitor, MAOI effect, which is only discovered by science in the 1950s. Oh, we're doing a full-on lesson today. From the beginning of recorded history and probably earlier, humanity has used sacramental plants, ranging from those in the dense jungle of the Amazon to those used in Eleusinian mystery rites performed for over 1,000 years in ancient Greece. Even recently, as of this writing, archaeologists have discovered cannabis resin in a 2,700-year-old temple shrine in Israel, evidence that Jewish early religious rituals used psychoactive plants. Florpes has revealed the soul's inner mysteries through the medium of ethogenic plants to shamans, sages, philosophers, prophets, seekers, and the students of the transcendent since the time immemorial. The term ethnogen itself translates from the ancient Greek root to bringing forth the divine within. The spiral waves and luminous serpentine patterns on her robes represent the power of this plant to expand and illuminate the unconscious mind. At the bottom lower right of the picture among the flowers, you see a woman's face. She is Shipibo Sumirana, a high-ranking shaman. As you see, her body entwines with the plants, so she becomes part human, part plant consciousness in her sublime explorations. I'll show you again. The flowers have 5 petals incorporating the geometry of a pentagram. Each petal represents the entire plant: the leaf, root, stem, flower, and seed. Similarly, I can't say that word. Oh my gosh. Similarly, Leonardo da Vinci's pentagram masterpiece, the Vitruvian Man, makes known Da Vinci's tenet that everything connects to everything else. The spiritual forces of nature, which are an expression of the living earth, hope that we will evolve and transform our consciousness so humanity understands the mandate that we are not separate from the natural world. By destroying nature, we only destroy ourselves. We must learn from the vast wisdom of the world's indigenous peoples who live in harmonious relationships with nature, and we must combine this knowledge with the immense scientific and engineering capabilities that we have in the modern world we have attained. In this way, we bring the ecological system into balance and discover the well being, the health, and the incomparable splendor offered to us by nature. Wow. So it's very interesting. I feel like this is I don't even know like really what this is saying to you. Um but I really feel like some sort of exploration into some sort of material or plants may be happening, but I'm not going to say that. But that's kind of what I'm getting from that is that there's just like this a consciousness awakening for whoever this is for, and I feel like it's just very much giving me that. I know about all of this stuff. I know about all the psychiatric drugs and stuff, and how it's all spiritual, and like I've looked into lots of teachings and stuff, and all that kind of stuff like that. And it's just like kind of interesting to see that this is kind of like the general gist of it, like years and years and years and years of study on this stuff, and it really just comes to show that like a lot of these things are illegal are actually the things that heal you. And I'm not stating that, but at the end of the day, I kind of am, just from my own observation. It just seems that way. So I'm not going to say it's fact because I don't want to say that. I just know that like I look at everything equally, and if it's not real, then like it will prove itself to be that, and if it is real, then like it will prove itself to be that. And I think a lot of this stuff is proving itself to be that. Anyways, with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading today, and yeah, I'm actually quite shocked. This is quite a different reading for my channel, and if you did enjoy, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye bye.